I'm Ben Mankiewicz. Welcome to TCM, where we're continuing our double feature of films adapted from the novels of French writer Francoise Sagan. Up next, a drama based on her first and most famous novel. It's from Columbia Pictures in 1958. Deborah Kerr, David Niven, and Jean Seberg in Bonjour, Tristesse. Jean Seberg, in her second film, plays Cécile, a spoiled and spirited teenager vacationing in the French Riviera with her playboy father, that's David Niven. His decadent and carefree ways serve as a template for how Cécile lives her life. But this way of moving through the world is threatened when a conservative family friend, that's Deborah Kerr, arrives at their villa and limits Cécile's freedom. The Hollywood censors at the Production Code Administration placed their own limits on the film. When the book was first submitted to the Production Code Office, Chief Censor Jeffrey Sherlock declared it in violation of all that the code stands for. He found the book's exploration of teenage sexuality particularly objectionable, the irony being that Sagan was a teenager herself when she wrote the book. Within a couple of years, producer-director Otto Preminger, who carried a fierce contempt for the production code, bought the rights and began shooting the film. Preminger, never one to shy away from salacious material, made only a small percentage of the requested changes. Arriving at an acceptable script proved to be a long enough battle that Cary Grant, the original choice to play the father, had to drop out, allowing Niven to get the role as a last-minute replacement. One thing that did not change from the source material was its title. Bonjour, Tristesse was considered a more marketable title than the English translation, Hello, Sadness, which is only slightly worse than Crippling Ennui. I think they made the right call. From 1958, also with Jeffrey Horn, Bonjour, Tristesse. Although Bonjour, Tristesse has been reevaluated since its release, critics at the time were not kind to the film. Bosley Crowther, the lead film critic for the New York Times, wrote that almost everything about this picture manifests bad taste, poor judgment, and plain deficiency of skill. Francoise Sagan, who wrote the novel Bonjour, Tristesse, called the film idiotic. No matter, the negative reviews didn't seem to hurt the careers of anybody involved. Director Otto Preminger bounced back the next year with the legal drama Anatomy of a Murder. Jean Seberg took a lead role in Jean-Luc Godard's landmark drama Breathless. And screenwriter Arthur Lawrence, who claimed he only took the job for the money, would soon never have to worry about money again. While the film was in production, a musical he'd written the book for debuted on Broadway. The show was a bit of a hit, West Side Story. Bonjour, Tristesse now has high-profile fans such as The New Yorker's Richard Brody, writer Megan Abbott, and actress Amy Poehler, who programmed it alongside films like The Apartment and Bicycle Thieves for a rooftop film series in 2015. As for the novelist Francoise Sagan, her popularity in the U.S. peaked with its publication, but she continued writing and remained an important cultural figure at home in France. When she died in 2004, French President Jacques Chirac called her one of the country's most brilliant and sensitive authors, an eminent figure in our literary life. Coming up, Eddie Muller brings you Sal Mineo and Juliet Prowse in a seedy slice of New York. Who killed Teddy Bear? That question, who killed Teddy Bear, was often asked in Eddie's home growing up. The question came from his siblings. Turns out Eddie would regularly disembowel their stuffed animals. Why did Eddie do it? He loves cruelty. Who Killed Teddy Bear is next on Noir Alley.
Next on TCM, Who Killed Teddy Bear? Then Humoresque, and later Flamingo Road. Birds of a feather flock to TCM tonight.